Street Fighter returns to Fight Night, February the 24th, only on ESGN TV.
It's Fight Night, bitches.
If you're not watching Fight Night, you're probably a scrub.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is K-Brad, and I'm the hypest guy in the FGC, and you're watching ESGN TV.
Get ready for Fight Night on ESGN TV.
I'm like the least athletic person in the world.
Street Fighter returns to Fight Night, February the 24th, only on ESGN TV.
Watch Fight Night, because people who don't are told. Are you able to just like bleep that out?
No, okay.
ESGN TV, just watch.
No matter how they spin it, I'm here to win it.
The #1 rule of Fight Night, I am Fight Night.
Oh! We hope you prepared for more Fight Night.
Welcome back. It looks like Gnimsh has chosen to bring out his warrior deck here against Trump. I think it's actually the best choice for him. You know, when I look at Shaman, I always think about how you just can't gain life, whereas with warrior you kind of do with all the armor.
And when I face mages in arena, which is what I would probably compare this matchup to, I actually kind of like Shaman because it's a bit surprising. I know that this is the kind of Shaman that we saw in the prior season of Fight Night, and it does have some pretty big potential for tempo plays, and that's usually what it takes to beat this style of mage. I feel that both decks are just going to get wiped up by Flame Strike, but I feel the Shaman might be a little bit more explosive, so I think going for the win, I may have gone with the Shaman, but nonetheless, it was pretty close.
All right, fair enough. Well, taking a look at these hands, not really the greatest starting hand here. Looks like he's going to throw all the way up at that
in
point.
arena, I like to keep Fireball in my opening hand.
Huh.
Because if I'm winning by a lot, you just hit it in the face.
Yeah, and if you're losing, you hit the minion that's making you lose.
Exactly.
It's a good strategy.
Yep.
Oh, well, he has a little bit more of a controlling hand there now, and he does have that Faceless Man up as well, so that's going to be helpful.
It's pretty interesting that Trump is playing the Pyromancer, and Gnimsh is keeping a Frothing.
Oh, wow. That could actually go very wrong very quickly.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
I'd be surprised if he threw back Shield Slam, by the way. I really love that in the opening hand of Warrior.
I do it, like, if you don't have another 2-drop, I like it a lot as well. Well, you do have another 2-drop now.
There you go. That's actually a really excellent opening hand for him.
Certainly.
It's actually pretty good hands for both, I would say.
It's basically like an arena match right now.
Well, that's going to make you just the greatest commentator ever.
Basically, when you're a mage and you're playing against a warrior, you pretty much play around Fiery War Axe, which he has, which they always have in arena.
Oh, of course, God. On the 3 times that I played arena, I had so many Fiery War Axes.
From the warrior perspective, you're pretty happy leading up to turn 6, and then you realize you can't play anything because turn 7 Flame Strike is about to come in. So I don't know if we can get any close-ups on their faces, but we'll probably see a frown around turn 6 or 7 from Gnimsh.
I see. Well, the Armor Smith is out, and definitely something that could help him gain a little bit of extra armor as he throws out some more minions.
Yep.
A popular card right now.
Trump really doesn't care about his life total. This deck is just gonna, wait you out. But it's gonna be interesting if he wants to try to go for the kill on that. He can do the Mana Worm play, or if he wants to draw cards with the Acolyte or the Pyromancer. Now, the Pyromancer is probably the weakest one, because if he does try to go for a kill, the Pyromancer would die.
Well, looks like he's actually just going to throw down his
going
own
for the
Acolyte.
greed.
Yeah, I like it, because you know that this warrior deck is not aggro. It's the Armor Smith comes out. You don't.
It is a warrior deck. Being a warrior deck, you're going to Fiery War Axe some creatures in the early game.
That is for sure. And it looks like that's probably what we're going to see here.
I don't even think it's a decision. Just whip out the axe.
Well, at least he does get to draw a card off that. Uses up half that axe. Does a damage, I guess. Yeah.
It's pretty decent, but Trump used the coin, and he doesn't have a board clear right now, so it may get a little out of control.
Well, yeah, we do have some other minions in the hand here of Gnimsh.
This is Trump's hand that we're seeing, and those minions kind of suck because all of them die to that weapon right now.
Well, he's got to put something out to take the hit for the team, I would say.
Not sure that he does.
Now you think he's just going to chill for a bit? Because that axe is never going to hit him in the face. It's not going to happen unless he has 3 health left. It's just going to sit there and wait.
If I'm Trump, I'm like, what minion do I care the least about?
I would say Pyro. Because with an Armor Smith out, are you really going to want to Pyro stuff?
Oh, man. I guess.
Yeah. Pyro. I'm going with Pyro. Play the Pyro this turn.
If this is Arena and you wanted to savor every card, which is what every mage seems to do, this is a ping play.
Wow.
Yeah,
well,
that would be the Arena play.
It definitely could be. Trump is known for being an Arena player. That being said, he could get his first win here at Fight Night.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Ping it.
All right. Getting the value out of those cards.
1 ping, 1 armor.
I think Gnimsh is fine with that. I think he realized that this this poor Armor Smith is not going to last a whole lot longer.
Well, it's going to last a lot longer if you play a Frothing.
Yeah, that's true. Well, now he has to deal with that. And at 4 mana, he absolutely can with the Frostbolt.
I saw that hover over end turn before attacking. That is, in fact, also an Arena play, but it usually happens in the early part of Arena when you're in the 0 wins category.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that probably we're just going to see Frostbolt plus Ping on that Frothing Berserker.
No, I'm pretty sure we're going to see a Water Elemental.
Really?
Yeah. There's nothing that kills it very easily.
Okay.
I mean, what's he going to do? Attack with a 1/3 and then the Frothing, and then the Frothing dies to Ping?
Well, the Pyromancer, that would be kind of funny. I think we're about to see a lot of armor be made, and a very big Frothing right before he dies. No? Doesn't decide on that quite yet?
I'm pretty sure it's the Water Elemental. I'm actually amazed at the thought process behind these turns.
I don't know. For the Water Elemental, I feel like that would... There's so much on the board right now that it would just die.
Yeah, but it gets pretty good value. That's what Arena's all about.
I always just think about Slam. I feel like Warrior always has Slam in their opening hand.
Yeah.
At least every time I play it, it
I suppose that's true.
All right, so he does get rid of that Frothing. Some more armor being built up for Gnimsh right now.
Yeah, Trump really doesn't care about that armor. But he cares more about the cards and the Acolyte.
Is he going to slam his own Acolyte here? I don't...
Well, it's the combination of armoring up and getting value.
That's... Well, yeah, that is true, kind of.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, the armoring up is definitely, for me, the better play. Save that. You know, if he does that, then I would definitely play the Water Elemental right after. I'd be like, okay, yeah, your slams are gone. That's nice.
We'll certainly play the Water Elemental here.
Yeah, I think that one is a much easier play this turn.
I think the Water Elemental is so strong against Warrior, you may even faceless it.
Wow, that would actually be kind of cool. Now there are some decisions to be made. For Slam, looks like it is going to pop out.
Yep. Probably hoping for a better card, because I don't know if he wants to...
Yeah, not quite good enough.
That's not too bad, is it?
It's quite a good card, but I think he probably just runs one of these minions in, attacks with the War Axe, and then probably plays the Arathi Weaponsmith.
You think you go with the Acolyte or the Armor Smith? I think you go with the Acolyte. Just get a card now.
I think so, because especially if you think it's Pyroblast in the deck. Like,
Armor Smith.
All right. Well, Gnimsh, he has the way that he wants to play it out.
Man, we suck at casting.
No, we do. Well, here's the funny thing. There's like a lot of different ways that you can play Hearthstone, and a lot of different opinions you can have. Oh, wow, and he actually goes for the Nat, which isn't like terrible.
It's all right, yeah,
obviously,
you
put
keep
a
the
Nat
weapon
out.
as a surprise. I like that, actually.
Yeah. But as I was saying, there's like a lot of different ways to play Hearthstone. It's actually really fun to commentate with you because you look at the game so differently than I do. That you have these opinions and I have opinions, and we get to see if either of us are right, or you know, if Gnimsh or Trump have some different opinions on exactly
I
the play
think
situation.
here you're like, well, I'll just, wild pyro, no big deal. And thing's gonna get Arathi Weaponsmithed.
You mean just, leave it out there, don't cast any spells, maybe get a ping off on the Nat Pagel?
No, I
that
think
ping value?
I think the play is Wild Pyro, Mana Worm, Frostbolt on the Acolyte. And then,
Okay.
and then if any
I like
creature
that.
survives, you can kill Pagel next turn because it's at 3, and the mana worms are at 2. Whoa.
Yeah. Okay, he actually decides to do it a little bit different, and actually, I guess he'll just ping with what's left here.
All right.
All right, that's obviously if one survives, he can just ping an attack in and kill that Peggle off. Now with the Arathi up and stuff, he can take one of these out pretty easily with a whirlwind
We're
as well.
seeing a lot of the
I don't
endgame
like
from
that.
the warrior, and that's pretty important, I feel, because I mean, if we look at the deck, the endgame consists of 4 cards, and he's got 3 of them. And I think to beat this mage, you're gonna need those cards. So
You're probably gonna need all 3 of these. Maybe start out with that Alexstrasza.
Yeah.
Then start dropping Rag and Gnimsh to try to burst him down. And the other real finisher here is gonna be Karn, but a little bit smaller. Hasn't drawn it yet.
Yeah, he finishes the turn after that you play him, unlike Gnimsh, Rag, and Alexstrasza.
Yeah. All right. Well, looking at this with 7 mana, we could see an Acolyte pop out.
I feel like
I think
Acolyte-
Arathi probably.
Well, you can't Whirlwind Acolyte and Weaponsmith because that would be a cool play.
Yeah, he's a little bit short on that, but at least he gets to take out one of these mana worms.
I like this play because if Trump does decide to go for Pagel, then he's going to get his mana worm killed for free by the weapon.
Well, he has Frostbolt, so he could use those, but I don't think that that's worthwhile at all here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he doesn't even actually have Frostbolts in his hand anymore. Of course, he used them. But
He's got that other removal card. Pretty
does
well known to
indeed.
mages. I don't think we'll be seeing that played this turn, though. Probably just Drake. Just see what happens. Adapt to the draw. That draw sucks.
Well, there is one thing that we do have to say is that there are 3 win conditions in the hand of Gnimsh right now, and there are 2 anti-win conditions in the hand of Trump.
No, I feel like with those 3 legendaries, with Alexstrasza doing essentially 11 damage right away, with Rag doing 8 right away, and with Gnimsh,
Yeah, well, that's the bursty guy. I mean,
depending on what you draw, I mean, we don't see Inner Rage in the deck, but
there are the 2 cruel
there are
pass
some
mariners.
activations, yeah.
And of course, he could do like a slam, a whirlwind. That doesn't give him quite as much as like an Inner Rage would.
Oh my. That's the hand you want. That's it.
That's all right. It's time to kill.
I think you might even Gnimsh here. Just enrage him, set up for an Alexstrasza next turn.
Huh? Like enrage him on that mana worm.
Yeah.
Or no, I mean you could enrage him on the other one, but that would bring him down to 5 health, which is fireball range, and we haven't seen 1 fireball yet. So I think that I don't know if I like that as much.
I think I'd kill the mana worm with it.
Yeah, I think that would be a bit better.
I was gonna do Cairn.
Well, no, and then that brings him to 7, which actually with that Drake out with the plus spell power, that would have killed it off as well. So
Oh, I see. Yeah.
it looks like he's going to save
Well, no,
it.
I would have killed the Drake with the weapon and the weaponsmith.
Leave the mana worm out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all right, this is fine, as far as he's concerned. As far as we know, Cairn Sheep doesn't actually come back twice.
No,
For the
I'm
second
pretty
round,
sure
I
the
mean.
sheep probably just like gets pinged or something. Unfortunately, he's 1 mana off of doing some sort of faceless man-up to it. Always fun to do that to a Karn, but with some of the other minions that are in this deck,
Yeah, you'll
that
get
might
something.
not be what you want.
You'll
right?
get something.
Yeah.
Goes for the poly to kill the sheep. Pretty clever play. Pings off the weaponsmith for free.
Good play here from Trump. Has that board control. Going to start working on his opponent. You know what would be really funny is faceless man-up on a Gnimsh if he doesn't die from it. The turret comes out.
Oh my.
Yeah. Charged pretty good.
Shield Slam draw. That's an activation for Gnimsh if you have an armor from the next turn.
But I feel like you might Alexstrasza here. Just hit him for that extra damage. Make him deal with this if he has another poly. If he has,
It's a move I would expect Gnimsh to make.
the Alexstrasza one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it looks like he is going to. Gnimsh a much better just finisher overall.
Okay. Trump draws pretty much nothing, but I think here we might see the Faceless Polymorph play.
Definitely could, yeah.
Well, the problem is you lose your wild pyro if you do that. So
You'd have to attack with it
what
first
if
if you wanted
you-
to.
what if you faceless and then suicide your creatures and ping?
Yeah, that's not bad at all, especially if he has some idea of what the finishers are in this deck. Like, if I'm looking at this from Trump's point of view, I probably think there is a Rag in there. I probably think there's a Gromash. He's become really popular lately. A lot of people have been playing Gromash in these warrior control decks. Could be a Ysera,
I don't
something
know.
like that.
I don't know if you can really expect.
Well, I
Like,
don't think you expect it to be in the hand necessarily. but-
Alistraza is used in like so many different type of warrior decks. I feel that it's kind of difficult to see that. But I mean, if you
Well,
get
there have to be more finishers than what we've seen.
if you get an 8/8 for 5 mana, you're pretty happy with that.
Yeah. It's not quite as good as the Molten Giant for 1 or 0, but, you know,
Yeah,
it's still pretty good,
pretty good. Gets to look like a dragon too. That's got to count for something.
of course. Okay, he's going to
going
do
for
the polymorph.
polymorph.
Yeah. Well, without that poly, it could be pretty hard to deal with the next win condition that comes out.
Job's done.
Because he always can just run Alex Strauss. 15 health right now for that mage. Of course, we have 12 incoming next turn.
No man. Do you YOLO Rag?
YOLO Rag. If he had one more mana, it would be much less YOLO. Much
Yes.
more awesome play.
Yep.
But it's not, so... Take a
Well,
look at
if
this.
you hit your opponent, you're pretty happy here. If you hit the 8/7, you're extremely happy.
And there's definitely... there's like possible lethal. If he doesn't remove either of these minions, Pyroblast ends at next turn.
Right. I feel that Rag is the play actually.
Rag
Yeah.
armor up. Well, that would protect him actually from lethal next turn as well, so that would be very nice. Unless it's like double fireball, then that would get him. But not a pyro.
I don't know. He had like Trump is not really playing that aggressively. I think 2 games in, Gnimsh probably picking up on what he's playing against.
Well, let's see what he actually ends up choosing here.
Yeah,
It
I mean, what-
can't be Gramash. Absolutely not.
I mean, it could. You Gromash attack the 4/2. He wants to kill yours. He has to lose his creature.
I feel like by this late in the game, you have to assume there's a fireball in hand.
Yeah.
There's not, but I mean,
Well, I mean, we both see Rag as the play. But obviously, it's not too clear to him. So I'm trying to figure this one out. Oh, yep. Oh, Rag and Armor.
kind of. He's
Whoa.
like, oh yeah, no, that fits.
Yeah.
You can do the hero power and rag. Oh, all right, that's
Not too
looking
bad.
kind of good.
Well, what happens if Rag hits face? The opponent is at 7.
Checking the hero power.
The opponent's at 7 if...
You can definitely kill him. Like,
Well,
not
you
100%.
can kill him over 2
but-
turns.
Well, if he draws, for instance, a Cruel Taskmaster, that's
Yeah.
going to be it.
Right.
He has the Crocon Elite. No, that's not quite enough.
He's thinking of maybe Shield Slam the Drake, Kurkron to the face. Get him to 11.
And then, of course, that does line up the Cruel Taskmaster win.
Oh man, might as well drop an Acolyte if you're doing that.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, if you're gonna win with a Cruel Task only, I guess that's fine. But I feel that if you play Rag and you kill Alistraza, you're ahead, and I really like that.
But if it does hit the face, that's a little bit scary still. Thing is, he may even, like, if you don't have removal, if your hand is like a bunch of Harvest Golems, which Trump's is half Harvest, it's
actually
50% Harvest Golems right now.
It's true.
But if that's the case, you might run into the Rag with your Alex Straws. That is a possibility. It's not going to feel good, but sometimes that's the play to make.
Yeah, Gnimsh is... I've never seen Gnimsh in the tank so hard.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
the thing is, he
Gnimsh-
always plays
Yeah,
aggressive
the Gnimsh
decks.
plays are like, Bluegill Warrior.
Wolf Rider,
Exactly.
Arcane Golem.
It's like, what was that, 3 creatures?
Then, well, I better use a tracking because I need kill command. There it is.
Yep. Oh, man.
He's gonna do it. He's going with the Ragnaros. Like the amount of times he's just trying to count.
I think I would go the Ragnaros, but the other play isn't that bad, really.
Yeah.
I think Gromash is certainly the worst play.
Oh yeah, yeah. If he plays Gromash, I'm gonna be very surprised about that actually, because I think that looking at that, there's no way it doesn't die the next turn.
Yeah.
And probably not via Alex Straza.
The Kirkron lead is a pretty strange choice as well. I think we saw that card in one. Yeah.
All right, which is it going to be? What is it going to hit here?
Probably the Drake. I'm going
Probably
with the
just
Drake.
rubbed his screen right there. Oh my God, that's Gnimsh for you right there, man. Oh, taking out Alex Straza, that is.
Yep.
Well.
It's a decent draw.
Yeah, now you're Monk, and well.
Hey, you one-shot it with Fireball.
You're yeah, absolutely with the.
Yep.
The Blood Mage Thalnos, you can easily do that. You're, well.
Keep on trucking.
That's
Arena
it.
Style.
I mean, he has the board control, I guess. He has that Blood Mage out.
Cleave is pretty decent here. But you'd probably want to be a bit more aggressive, I'd imagine.
Well, he could go for Korkron as well as the Acolyte.
If he wants to do Cleave, Shield Slam, Armor Up, that's 5. And then the Acolyte is 3. He can't Kirkron as well.
He could Korkron.
He has,
no, I don't like that.
He has to choose between Kirkron and Acolyte.
Well, I think it's Korkron. The Acolyte, I mean, it's going to end up drawing you at least one card.
I'm thinking you just go for it here. Like, I think you just YOLO Cleave, Kirkron to the face, drop the Acolyte, see what happens.
All right. He might do that. He is Gnimsh. I mean,
do you have a too cruel task? You do. That's what you need to win. Nope.
Oh, and now he's going to cleave because now he'll definitely kill 2 minions with it.
Yeah. This is a very safe play, though.
Yeah.
You don't set up a win for the next turn.
And the thing that gets me is the Korkron is going to be picked off.
Yeah. Well, now there's no point in shield slamming. You might as well cast the Acolyte.
Agreed. I think Acolyte definitely the better play. Gnimsh agrees. He's going to go ahead and do so.
Speak to me.
This is actually a very weird game that we've been watching, I have to say. I haven't seen one like this before.
Certainly with these type of decks, that's what you can expect.
No. All right, Ysera does come out.
What do we get? Nightmare.
Well, I mean...
Another shield slam.
Unfortunately for him, that's not really going to help out that much.
But you can cycle it. You can...
Yeah, on your own guy. Yeah, you could do that. Looks like he is going to.
I think that's fine.
Whirlwind.
That's pretty good for next turn.
Bring the pain.
And Frobin, well, still not really what he's wanting here.
Yeah.
The thing is, he has the Whirlwind now, so he can activate Gnimsh, plus make this guy significantly bigger if Ysera doesn't kill him off.
Mm-hmm.
So we might be seeing him go for that next turn. That'd be 10
this
plus
is a really costly
5.
Ysera
That's
kill.
actually, that is lethal next turn if Ysera does not hit this Frothin.
Who are we kidding?
It's Trump, right? He's going to hit it.
I think almost any player would hit that.
I shall bring you.
I'd hit it.
Okay.
All right, here we go. The Harvest Golem number 2 coming out, dropping his Acolyte as well. And that's a pretty full board.
It's pretty scary. Let's see if it gets more terrifying. It does.
That's quite a bit of damage to see. That's 8,
that's
10,
a really good card
15.
to get. It's
And he
time
has
to kill
Nightmare as
Ysera
well.
for free. Well,
Oh, yeah.
for shield slam.
That one man is definitely worth it, I would say. Oh, what? No. He cannot play Gnimsh right now.
The thing is, with the Acolyte attacking and with the Kirkron attacking, he would have been able to kill the opponent with the Gnimsh Whirlwind combo.
Yeah.
I think playing it safe extended the game in Trump's favor by a lot.
It certainly did. Like, Trump is looking better and better here. Okay, he does get the Cruel Taskmaster.
It's still not enough.
Yeah, he doesn't have any other damage going on. So it looks like we're probably going to see a Shield Slam on this Ysera finally.
Okay, good stuff. Shows how powerful Shield Slam can be when combined with Shield Block.
One of the best removal spells, in my opinion. It's like really, really nice if you just kind of hold on to it for a bit. It's very cheap, 4 mana, and then you can up it to 6 to kill something with 7 health. That's really nice.
It's like 14 turns too late, but it's pretty good.
That's all right.
Throw that guy down.
Liquid value Pagels don't draw much anyways.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I feel like this is really...
Okay, that's... Is there a better card in the deck?
Oh, I think that's absolutely the best card he could have drawn. And look at that. Even the Pagel goes out.
He does have 1 Argus, but I still don't feel that's quite as good as the Sunwalker in this position.
The Sunwalker is just so... Oh,
well, how about that?
There you have it.
Time to have a Squirrel Walker, I believe.
If it becomes a Squirrel, that is just going to be so, so nice. Because he has a Nightmare and a Ysera's Awakening hand, right? So that's an additional 10.
And
the game is going to end pretty quickly.
He's got 3, 6, 10. He doesn't have lethal right now.
Squirrel.
Squirrel Walker.
That's Gnimsh for you.
What do you do now?
Armor up. Pass the turn.
Oh, man.
No, I think that's just about the only thing you can do here. You might hit the Squirrel with that, but this is making lethal a lot harder to hit.
Oh, man. I mean, you're trying to play the control game with, like, somewhat of a combo warrior against a control arena mage. It's pretty rough times. I kind of feel a bit bad right now, but at the same time, maybe Trump can actually win a set here.
Yeah, he might. And wouldn't that would that upset you? Because you keep saying he's not going to do it. No faith.
I don't know. You have to feel a bit good for the guy, but
yeah, he deserves a win. You know,
I mean, everyone does. It's just bound to happen statistically if you play enough.
Well, I don't know. Some people do get stuck in the Angry Chicken League.
Yep. Seen it happen.
All right, so we're just going to have Trump clear that board off, play his Karn, giving himself more and more power on that board. The thing is, he has so much surprising burst damage and so little mana. I wonder if he'll ever draw a Fireball here. That's not a very good draw.
It's an alright Whirlwind now.
Yeah.
I think you just
probably
do
drop
it.
the Armor Smith as well, I would say.
Well, if you had 11 mana, I would, but I'd probably just Grommash to the face and
yes.
Hope there's some card that does 5 damage in the deck.
Let's
go with no, actually.
Yeah, that's a big negative, actually. There's only one Corcoran. He's actually almost out of outs to win this game. There's almost nothing left here.
Well, and I'm pretty sure that's game. I mean, if you play Sylvanas and give Cairn and Sylvanas taunt.
Wait, if you attack with all your minions and then play Sylvanas and then Ysera's Awakening, you take Gnimsh over. And
I see.
That's like a pretty good play.
Yeah, that is the win. That is pretty good play indeed.
That's all right.
It's all right, indeed.
Yeah, that's...
So you want to Nightmare the Cairn.
Oh, wait, no. Is that 1 damage off? No, because, of course, he has his little ping.
Yeah.
So he can hit lethal on.
This is absolutely
lethal. Exact lethal.
You think it's exact? I think it's not even close.
Isn't it?
It's not even close.
Oh, wait, he has Nightmare
10 damage
as well.
in hand.
Yeah. Okay. Nightmare, I was just looking at Ysera's Awakening.
10 damage in hand, 9 on board, and then another 10.
That is a lot of damage.
That's OTK level.
And it
Arcane
basically
Missiles.
is. He's at 25 health.
And Arcane Missiles.
He does have Arcane Missiles
He's got over 30 damage.
Wow. Those combo decks, man.
Oh, no, he can awaken. He's at 5 life. Who are we kidding?
Oh, that's true. Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
I can't believe
I realized that. I'm blaming that on you.
I was testing you and you failed, so good work there.
Damn it.
Okay, so we have to go back to... Thing is, he has the big game hunter, so just throwing that down, killing off Gnimsh, 5 health.
He doesn't have lethal.
No, he doesn't.
No.
But he can throw down the big game hunter and make some taunts at least, so that he could be expecting some more charges in there. There could be, for instance, another Korkron. Again, perhaps the weirdest game that I've seen at this level.
I think I would go for it personally. I think I would Argus Sylvanas on the Cairn and just freeze the 10-8 with the water elemental and just go for the win.
Oh, okay. That's... Yeah, giving yourself that other turn from having him frozen would be pretty amazing.
And I think with 2 taunts, I think you're just safe.
Yeah.
You
Well, that's going to be... For a warrior with 1 card in hand,
yeah.
I want to know what he could do to get rid of that. Like, I guess if it's a Gadgetzan and he draws perfect cards from then on out, it's a possibility to get rid of those. But it's not like he's going to attack as well.
Right.
I guess technically he could charge, double, execute. Yeah, no, it's not going to happen, basically.
There is another play. He could freeze it and then Sylvanas Nightmare. And I believe Gromash will unfreeze right after you take him.
Does he actually unfreeze? He doesn't stay frozen until the
I
next...
believe the unfreeze happens at the beginning of the turn now.
Yeah.
So I think at the beginning of the turn,
And that would
you
be-
steal him, and I think you're still in the beginning of turn phase, and that's when I think he unfreezes.
And this is funny because we're just sitting here talking to people that play a lot of Hearthstone. So Trump might actually be thinking of something like that. He's like, wait. When
What
does
would
that
happen?
unfreeze?
Yeah. I think it might, but I'm not sure. This is like pretty far out here. I don't think
Yeah.
I've seen a Sylvanas Nightmare
To steal a Gromash.
frozen charge creature.
Oh my god, that is so funny. Frozen charge creature. Yeah, no, this hasn't come up yet, believe it or not. I bet you if we went on YouTube right now and typed it in, though, there is a video.
I'm not so sure.
Trump definitely taking his time here. Well, I kind of do like that play. That's kind of cool. I think no matter what, you are freezing the Gramash.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's too expensive not to play Sylvanas and the Defender. And if you do that, you can't big game.
Yeah.
And I don't think you have to big game when you have Sylvanas and a frozen charge creature.
Well, yeah, I mean, the one thing I always think about when stuff gets frozen is when you played the Spellbreaker and the King Mukla to hit me for 5 anyways in that one game. But the thing is, you do that to him and he only has 4.
You got 2 taunts, and one of them's going to be a Sylvanas.
Yeah, no. He couldn't even actually kill either of them off because of the Argus giving the +1 to Karn. All right. So we're starting to get there.
Yeah, I think
he's going for
not the super scientific play here that we kind of wanted to see what would happen, but
yeah.
We're hearing some commentary in the background.
Well, okay, it's frozen now.
All right.
We have a ridiculous board right now for his opponent. Yeah, Armor Smith and Fiery War Axe aren't going to do it, I'm pretty sure, right?
Whoa, the armor up. Did you consider that?
No, I guess that didn't factor into my equations. So right now we have on board, this is 16 damage that we can see.
And then the Nightmare is just going to do it.
I'm surprised he didn't actually play the Fiery War Axe. Like, why hold it? You're going to surprise him, I guess?
I guess. I'm actually pretty impressed Trump is, well, unless he does some catastrophic mistake here. I mean, he's not running his creatures into his opponent yet, so I guess it's still possible. But he's actually 2-0 with a really funky looking mage deck.
Yeah, this mage deck is funky looking.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd see a deck
Why are the
like
creatures
this.
not heading towards Gromash?
Well, I mean, you think he should, if he's going to kill Gromash off, he should do it with the big game hunter, of course.
Is Trump all right?
Well, he does this actually when it gets to endgame. I recently commentated him in the iHearthU King of the Hill, and there was like lethal sitting there basically, like there was like zero chance, and it was like a 5-minute turn.
Let none survive.
All right.
Okay. Well, that was, oh, what?
Well,
Oh, the BM kill.
That's
Oh,
cool. Okay. Yeah, I know. I was like, okay, wait. You're gonna be. Oh, of course. And there we have it. Finishing him off with his own Gnimsh. Perhaps the weirdest professional Hearthstone game to date.
Okay. Sure.
But do you know what? Trump played very well. I would say some mistakes from Gnimsh though.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Gnimsh is really not in his groove here with these slow control decks.
Yeah, it's not really his style. So we're gonna have to see if he can actually pull it out with the Shaman deck. But we'll see that in just a moment. Gonna jump to a quick commercial, and then we'll be back with what could be Trump's first victory here at ESGN Fight Night.
Maybe.
See you after the break for more Fight Night. Street Fighter returns to Fight Nights, February the 24th, only on ESGN TV.
Hello, my name is Ryan Hart. Not maybe, not might. Get it right and watch Fight Night tonight.
I will make you my bitch. Fight Night.
Watch me destroy the competition on ESGN TV.
Street Fighter returns to Fight Nights, February the 24th, only on ESGN TV.
My name is Infiltration. For me, every night is Fight Night.
Let's get ready for Fight Night here at ESGN TV.
ESGN TV は最高なのでご覧ください。
ESGN TV. Just watch.
Who says I don't chip in?